y'all probably be getting this on my Tuesday morning, probably right around 10 a.m. Central. So, yeah, this is, I guess you can call this a Bucks report. Because I decided, you know what, just look around and see like free agents that are available. Then you got other news sources saying that, this person is taken, this person is taken, and stuff like that. And like half of this stuff that, these insiders and reporters be putting out there is like totally false. So, like I say, I just started looking through here. So you got Precious Achua. The guy can play, the four and the five. He's available, but because I know Bucks is like set on their roster, but they can still do moves they want to, and I will explain more about what they actually do with the they still like under the first apron, and maybe if they, I don't think they care they go past the first apron, but I think they probably will sooner or later. But of course, Terry Armstrong, I don't know who he is. Look like he's been played. It's available. Blanton, Charles Bassley, Iman Bates, Malik. Oh wow, Malik Beasley is still available. But then again, he's dealing with some issues from off-course stuff from gambling when he was with the Bucks. Majal Beauchamp still available for the Knicks. Who knows if they're gonna sign him? Like another player I was interested, the Bucks was getting was Bo. The 7'3", like can play the power forward or the center position. Something they should look at. Chris Boucher. Surprised Toronto didn't re-sign him yet, so I'm really shocked on that one. Jalen Bridges, of course, still ain't signed yet, and Malcolm Brogdon, which I am stunned is still not signed. Maybe Bucks would go after him, and like I said, we'll see. Let's see. Thomas Bryant, I thought he was already signed back to the Pacers, but I guess not. Alec Burks, still a free agent. Let's see. Yeah, the Bulls did resign Javon Carter. Okay, wasn't sure they did, but then again, why not resign the hometown kid? Jordan Clarkson. Yep, we know he moved to the Knicks. Amir Coffey. Wow, still available. Ricky Council, the report, still available. Oh, okay. The report, he will sign with Brooklyn. Okay. Torrey Craig, wasn't with the Bulls, then got traded to Boston, and surprised Boston didn't, re-sign him yet, but who knows. Jay Crowder, he's available, so I think his career may be done. Seth Curry, I'm surprised Charlotte didn't resign him, but who knows what's going to happen. So another guard that can shoot available. Barry Dante, don't know who he is, but center. Okay, there's rookie season. Yes. Jeff Downtown Jr. Jeff Downton Jr. and Alex Dukas. Okay, they was both rookies, except for Jeff Downton, but had his fourth season with whatever. But anyways, let's see. There's not a few big names that has been signed so far. Okay, that's a report too. Dante Exum will be signed with Dallas. They just didn't make it official yet. Markel Folks, probably not sure what they're gonna do with them, and plus, still a young player. Who knows? Maybe a team will take a chance on him. Who knows? Todd Gishon, I don't know. He might retire or may play his final year somewhere. Josh Giddey is a restricted free agent, and I'm still surprised that the Bulls didn't go with that yet, so I'm stunned. Quentin Grimes, that we were the talks of maybe getting him, but I don't know. He's a restricted free agent with the Sixers though, so Sixers gonna offer him something, but I think other teams ain't have offered anything just yet. PJ Hall for the Nuggets, they didn't resign him. Let's see who else is. Jennifer Scaponi. Surprised he. Al Horford, yeah, he's another one. It's like I know he's 39, but still have some value. But surprised Boston didn't resign him yet. But like all rumors had it that he may sign with the Kings, and I know Lakers was interested in him, but don't know what's going on with that. Taylor Horton Tucker still haven't been signed. Bowles Highland, surprised at that. Okay, let's see. James Johnson, although he's been with the Pacers for a long time, but still got him as a free agent. That's crazy. Let's see. Okay. The rest of them three, they were not like eye-opening players, but DeAndre Jordan, I'm surprised he's not signed with with any team. Although I thought Denver would be signing him, he did with a championship with him. So maybe he'll just retire. Who knows? Corey Joseph, was surprised he's available. Let's see. Kevin Knox, second. They still, I don't know. I haven't seen him play much, so don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so Christian Kanoko, okay, they say he's going to re-sign with Lakers. I guess it's only the time being. Jonathan Kuminga, if y'all probably heard that Warriors gave him an offer and he refused. So I don't know what the Warriors are going to do. So, and surprised, other teams didn't go for him yet, because I get, there's teams that's trying to stay off of the first and second apron, but I know there's going to be some teams that don't care they'd be in the first apron. But yeah, trying to see who else, like Trey Lyles from the Kings. Oh yeah, gave the Bucks a little bit of trouble. Surprised he's not signed. Cody Martin's kind of surprised. Garrison Matthews, surprise, and Matt McClung, although Orlando does got to offer anything, I can't outmatch any other offers, but yeah, they really didn't play him that much, but he's been a couple of slam dunk contests he's been in, and yeah, just shocked that but 76ers were fooled to let him go, and Orlando may be next. Anthony Melton, don't know what's going on. Yeah, like they said, Bucks wave. It's actually Mininik, so not surprised by that. Patty Mills, I'm still surprised that nobody didn't sign him yet. Of course, Lakers wave save Milton, not surprised. Wendell Moore Jr., Monte Morris, nobody didn't sign him, and Marquise Morris, I think his twin brother is actually facing in trouble, I believe. Let's see if there's anybody interesting, in my opinion. Cameron Payne, yeah, I'm surprised, but although he had a good second half when the Bucks traded him to the Knicks, and I think last season they kept him in, I don't know. So, okay, team option there for Peyton has, so they declined that. Okay. Andrew Shaman, surprised about that one. Devon Sharp. no team offer from Brooklyn. Okay, so Ben Simmons didn't sign with anybody, so yeah, but the problem with the Ben Simmons situation is like he think he should get a max contract, like a big contract, and didn't do much of anything, last season. But sorry, like his numbers is okay, but it's just like no, not good enough. And although some people thought I was crazy, I thought the Bucks would take a chance on him, although he can play the point guard and also can play the small forward. Although he ain't that much of a shooter. Although there's teams that want him start working on his shot and stuff like that. And age of 29, he still didn't figure that out. So yeah, that's kind of sad. But for somebody that can play, can pass the ball, can defend as well. Who knows? Let's see. Ken Thomas is still a restricted free agent, and there's talks about Bucks may want to trade for him. Bucks don't need no more guards unless they're going to release somebody, but no. Tristan Thompson, I don't know. I think he got lucky to sign with the Cavs, and with him, before that he was doing like ESPN stuff, but Cavs resigned him and did all right. Let's see. Well, let's see what they're gonna go to. So I'm not gonna show the whole conclusion yet because there are some moves that I'm still shocked by that hasn't been done. PJ Tucker, okay, the Knicks declined his option, so he can happily retire. He won the ring with the Bucks, so if he wants to, he can just happily retire. Actually, Lonnie Walker the fourth. Philly declined his option, so yeah, that's a surprise right there. Ty Washington, about to say, yeah, he's going to sign with the Clippers. I thought so. So the biggest shocker of them all is when you scroll down, Russell Westbrook is still a free agent. So yeah, that's done right. Not that big of a shocker. He wasn't good for us, half the season last year, and this past season, stayed with the Knicks, and yeah, he kind of went downhill. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I know some people is saying they should, try to get Russell Westbrook, but at the same time, there's some people is oh no, don't get him. So what we're gonna do is do the trade machine. I'm gonna explain to y'all, what should they do. And looking at this, they did not have Mark Shears on the two-way, although they signed him to it. So we don't know what's going on with that. Or it could be some players that maybe cutting the two-way. Maybe we already know what they're gonna do with Bojo. They're gonna send him back overseas and see how he does, this coming season in the league he's going to be in. Then probably do something and work him out with him and see how he does in next year's summer league. So, can understand that. And I think there's some players that, they signed that they probably can't even trade if they wanted to. So, let's say Andre Gaston Jr.'s contract is not guaranteed until the beginning of the season. So if they decide, we're just going to let him go. I kind of hope they don't, but at the same time, it's maybe make room and decide, we're going to sign Russell Westbrook. Just get that all-star caliber player that, they had trouble, with his shooting, but at least, get some pressure off of Giannis, because I know people are going to underestimate Kyle Kuzma. And also, Miles Turner, but some analysts and stuff was writing him off already, saying, what the Bucks have is not enough. So it's I really do not get that. So, let's look at the picks. The first round pick, Atlanta holds the rights to swap. Although, it was thinking of deal, I think, with the Pelicans and the Hawks. So the Bucks, they will still get, the rights. So it just depends. It's going to be, the lease of the pick. So of course, they're really got that pick no matter what. Second round is a question mark because we think Utah probably won't have that big of a record, so most likely Utah will be keeping that. 2027, of course, Bucks do have the right, the swap with the Pelicans. And I think, like, after this one, I think they're done with the Pelicans. Okay. So Atlanta will see the less favorable. So, okay. If the pick falls within its protected range is, okay, 1 to 4, therefore not compatible, then New Orleans Pelicans committed to Atlanta will be lifted and the Pelicans will stand seed both picks. Okay, so who knows what's going on with that? 2028, Portland does hold the rights to swap, but they will receive more favorable pick in the first round, but is also protected from 15 to 30. So let's say it's not conveyed a first round pick to Chicago by 2027, and Milwaukee's 2028 first round pick. So it's mainly most likely Portland is going to swap. Nothing in 2029, 2030, a swap. So at least they'll be okay there. Then Portland most likely probably would not swap because who knows where position they're gonna be in by then. Then of course the Bucks got their 2031 and 2032 pick. I just thought I'd drop something, but I guess I didn't. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, like, we ain't gonna do any trades or anything like that. So we're just gonna see if we end up, let's say they actually end up do cut Andre Jackson Jr., which I don't hope so, but okay, so wait for Pacific. Wait for 4.6 million over 2 years. They can do that. So let's just say we waive them. So that part would be the trade exception. Just put it that way. So okay, he's waived. So let's go to, let's see, look for a free agent. Let's just say we're gonna go for Russell Westbrook. No. Okay, we didn't sign any. Okay, go back to free agent. See, okay, no, okay, yeah, this probably be more easier. So they got a value at 11 million, although salary should get 2.2 million, but well, the Bucks end up giving him an offer that he couldn't refuse. So that was last season, and his whole career he's like over 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, His PER is 21 point. I would say that's 22 points PER. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so let me just move this back up here. Contract type. Let's just say yes, standard contract, and too bad we can't give 1 plus the player option. So let's just do 2 years. So they're saying, get off of that, and okay, I'll take that. He's does good. Yeah, give him like another $1 million bonus, and I think the Bucks wouldn't care if they go like up to the second apron. As y'all saw, they got like 16 million in taxes left before they hit the first apron. So let's see what happens if we end up doing that and give them. So yeah, they'll be still under the tax base, and they won't be. It'll take them up like 10 million for them to hit the first apron. So yeah, most likely they'll be okay. And like, hey, it works out for everybody. So Russell Westbrook, maybe play with Giannis, and probably he can finally win a championship. So you got the oldest person that's on here that's 36, and because the oldest person would have been Torian Prince. But let's just say they just want to get him, and that'd be something that they can do. So you know what? Yeah, you can offer Russell Westbrook that 10 million and go from there and things like that. And like I said, it'll be an interesting duel. Like, either you want to put Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup, or have him come off the bench and have that lead that bench role with Portis. Let's just say they with Kevin Porter Jr. Let's just say they decided they're just gonna bench Westbrook and put Kevin Porter Jr. as the starting point guard. I don't know. They was making up some crazy lineup. Having Gary Trent as shooting guard, Kevin Porter Jr. as the point, then have Gary Trent Jr. For the small forward, which probably can do, but I guess right now is just wait and see. Oh yeah, there could be a period that they can decide what, we can move Tyler Smith to the small forward if they don't have no trust in Kyle Kuzma. So that's another idea. But this probably wouldn't be like a bad lineup. So maybe players can not analysts I should say could be off the Bucks tip and stop thinking about this roster is not enough. So hey, you never know. Weird things can happen. So we still got from now all the way up to the beginning of the preseason, so for them to figure stuff out. So let me know what y'all think. Y'all comment below. Y'all think they should go for Russell Westbrook, or you're thinking like with me and keep Andre Jackson Jr., or just like, I don't know, who would they trying to make a trade for? Maybe they'd be like, screw it, trade Torian Prince for something. Who knows? But please like today's video if you like it. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can get there, and when we get very close to 1,000 subscribers, we will do a giveaway or a prize package. From that point on, when we reach 1,000, we will do more giveaways and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. Also check out the 2,900 videos and counting that we got on WFSO YouTube channel. There may be some videos you may be interested in, so check it out. Also check out the website WrestleFansSpeakOut.weebly.com. It is updated, and get a chance, check it out. Upcoming events in the Midwest, meet and greets in the Midwest, and also you can check out photos that we took, with Bucks players, wrestlers. Also, like I said, videos like this as well. Thanks to our sponsor, Michael Robin Thompson, and also our sponsor, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. They are having a liquidation sale, so everything must go. If you're interested in wrestling merch, check them out. Anyways, man up, warming up, face up, checking your mental health. Until the next video, you guys have a good one and see you later.